In a small hotel room in New York City, specifically room 3327, an old man lay dying. He was penniless, alone, and largely forgotten by the world he had helped to build. His name was Nikola Tesla, the man who invented the 20th century, the genius who gave us alternating current, the induction motor, and the radio. But as he took his final breath in 1943, Tesla left behind a mystery that still haunts us today. For years, he had been obsessed with one thing: wireless energy, sending electricity through the earth to power the world for free. But where did this idea come from? Some say it came from his own genius, but others believe he was simply remembering a technology that had been lost for thousands of years. A technology encoded in stone on the Giza Plateau. Look closely at the Great Pyramid. Mainstream history tells us it is a tomb, a resting place for a dead pharaoh. But if that is true, why have we never found a mummy inside? Why are there no hieroglyphs? And why does the inner design look less like a burial chamber and more like a machine? Today on Mythos, we connect the dots between the modern wizard of electricity and the ancient builders of Egypt. Did Nikola Tesla unlock the true purpose of the pyramids? And if he did, is that why his work was destroyed? Let's find out. To understand the connection, we first have to look at the Great Pyramid itself with the eyes of an engineer, not an archaeologist. For centuries, we accepted the story that these massive structures were just glorified graveyards. But let's look at the facts. The Great Pyramid of Giza contains 2.3 million blocks of stone, some weighing as much as 80 tons. They are cut with such laser-like precision that you cannot even slide a credit card between them. Inside, the design is even stranger. There are narrow shafts, angled specifically to the stars. There are chambers made of solid granite, and there is the Grand Gallery, a massive echoing hall that serves no obvious purpose for a dead body. But here is the smoking gun. When archaeologists first opened the sarcophagus in the king's chamber, it was empty. No body, no gold, no treasure. Just an empty granite box. Furthermore, the Great Pyramid is the only pyramid in Egypt that has no inscriptions, no prayers for the afterlife, no names of kings. Just silence. Why would a pharaoh, the most powerful man on earth, build the greatest monument in history and not even sign his name on it? Unless it wasn't built for him at all. What if the pyramid was never meant to house the dead? What if it was built to power the living? Enter Christopher Dunn, an engineer with over 35 years of experience in aerospace and laser manufacturing. He proposed a theory that shocked the world. He calls it the Giza Power Plant. Dunn argues that the Great Pyramid is a geomechanical machine designed to convert the Earth's vibration into electricity. Here is how it works. The pyramid is built primarily of limestone, but the inner chambers are lined with pink granite from Aswan. Granite is a very special rock. It contains high concentrations of quartz crystal, and quartz has a unique property known in physics as piezoelectricity. If you squeeze quartz or vibrate it, it produces an electric charge. This is the same technology used in your quartz watch today. So, how do you vibrate a mountain of granite? The answer lies under your feet. The Giza Plateau is honeycombed with underground aquifers, rivers of water flowing beneath the sand. We know today that the Nile River used to flow much closer to the pyramids. The rushing water, moving through underground cavities, creates a physical vibration, a seismic pulse. The Great Pyramid acts as a massive lens, focusing this vibration from the earth up into the king's chamber. And inside that chamber, the granite resonators begin to vibrate, generating an immense electrostatic field. But a machine needs fuel, And this is where the mystery gets deeper. In the so-called Queen's Chamber, robotic explorations discovered shafts that were blocked by limestone doors with copper handles. When they drilled through, they didn't find treasure. They found chemical stains. Evidence suggests that in ancient times, two separate chemicals were poured down these shafts, hydrated zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid. When you mix these two specific chemicals, you get a violent reaction that produces hydrogen gas. Hydrogen is one of the most powerful energy sources in the universe. It is what powers the sun. Christopher Dunn suggests that the hydrogen gas filled the Grand Gallery. Then, the vibration from the Earth, amplified by the granite, ignited the gas into a microwave energy beam. This wasn't magic. This was physics, chemistry, geology. It was a power plant, capable of broadcasting energy wirelessly. And this brings us back to Nikola Tesla. In 1901, Nikola Tesla began construction on his magnum opus, the Wardenclyffe Tower, on Long Island, New York. His goal was simple but ambitious. He wanted to send electricity through the air to anywhere on the planet. No wires, no cables, just free energy available to anyone with an antenna. He believed the Earth itself was a conductor. If he could strike the Earth with a specific electrical rhythm, he could ring the planet like a bell, and energy would emerge on the other side. Now, look at the design of his tower. It was a massive structure, built over a deep aquifer of water. It used metal rods driving deep into the ground to connect with the Earth's charge, and at the top, a quartz-rich capacitor to broadcast the signal. Sound familiar? Water beneath, connecting with the Earth's vibration, quartz crystals to amplify, and a shape designed to focus energy. Tesla's tower was essentially a stripped-down version of the Great Pyramid. Tesla was obsessed with the idea that the Earth was a battery. He claimed he had received signals from other planets, but perhaps the signal he really understood was the one left by the ancients. He once famously said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." This is exactly what the pyramid does. It harnesses the energy of the Earth, vibrates the quartz, and broadcasts the frequency. But the connection goes beyond just engineering. It goes into the math itself. Tesla had a strange compulsion. He would walk around a building 3 times before entering. He cleaned his plates with 18 napkins. Everything he did had to be divisible by 3. He famously stated, "If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have a key to the universe." Now, let's look at Giza. The 3 pyramids of Giza are perfectly aligned with the 3 stars of Orion's belt. The ratio of the Great Pyramid's height to its base encodes the mathematical constant pi. But look deeper. The location of the Great Pyramid is at the exact center of the Earth's landmass. Its latitude is 29.9792458 degrees north. This number might look random, but it is exactly the speed of light in meters per second. 299, 792, 458. How could ancient builders 4,500 years ago know the speed of light to the decimal point? Unless they understood the same universal math that Tesla was obsessed with. The math of 3, 6, and 9. The code of the universe. So, if the pyramids were power plants, and Tesla figured it out, why aren't we using this energy today? The answer is money. Tesla's project was funded by J.P. Morgan, one of the most powerful bankers in history. When Morgan realized that Tesla intended to give energy away for free, he panicked. You cannot put a meter on wireless energy. You cannot sell what is free. Morgan pulled the funding. The Wardenclyffe Tower was demolished and sold for scrap, and Tesla died, with his secrets locked away in his mind. But what about the Egyptians? What happened to their machine? Some theorize that a global cataclysm, perhaps the same flood that destroyed Atlantis, damaged the pyramid's sensitive internal mechanisms. The chemicals leaked, the hydrogen exploded, and the machine shut down forever, leaving only the empty stone shell we see today. We walk through the ruins of the past, taking selfies with stones we do not understand. We think we are the peak of civilization, but maybe we are just survivors, trying to remember what we forgot. Nikola Tesla tried to give us back the fire of the gods. He tried to reconnect us to the earth. Did he discover the secret of the pharaohs? Or did both Tesla and the Egyptians tap into the same universal source of knowledge? One thing is certain: the stones are still there, and they are waiting for someone to turn the switch back on. What do you think? Was the Great Pyramid a tomb or a machine? Let me know your theory in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please hit that like button and subscribe to Mythos. We have many more secrets to uncover. Until next time, keep looking for the truth.